all here. Why God? Incarnate spirit. God incarnate spirits to tame the realm of the spirit. Let me say again. I say God incarnate spirit to tame the realm of the spirit. Now in the spiritual realm, please pay attention. Pay attention to me. In the spiritual realm, when God tames a spirit, the spirit, when God incarnates a spirit, the spirit that God incarnates start bringing spirit to himself. It starts subjecting other spirits. So when God incarnated the spirit of the law, the spirit of the law didn't function until the spirit of the law made Moses a god and relocated Moses into the spiritual firmament. And then that particular spirit called spirit of the law used Moses to control other spirits. So when Moses became a god, Moses had power over both spirits and men. Because God have already incarnated the spirit of the law. And why it was possible for Moses to become a god is because the incarnate spirit of the law was living in him. Pay attention. But when God incarnated the spirit of the law and made Moses a god, some spirits didn't submit to the law. Some spirits in the realm didn't submit to Moses because they don't belong to Moses. So they refused to submit to Moses as a god. So God sent Jesus. God incarnated Christ. And then Christ found Jesus. Now, in John chapter 10, verse 30, when Jesus became one with God and became the Son of God, Jesus went back to the heaven as God and then commanded all the spirits that didn't submit to Moses to start submitting to him. Like when Moses was on earth, the spirit of the spirit in the Gentile world, like this is where we are, like Nigeria, like America, like all the other Gentile nations of China, of UK, of France, of Japan, of nations, of Germany, of Russia, the spirits there couldn't be under the law. But when Jesus came, they came under grace and truth, which is the spirit of Jesus. So in heaven there is a heaven of Moses, and there is also a heaven of Jesus, of different spirits. Now I would like you to listen. When God incarnated Christ and Jesus formed a heaven, some spirits still refused to submit to Jesus. Up till now, as I'm talking to you, there are some demons, there are some spirits you cannot bind in Jesus' name. I said you can't bind them in that name because they don't submit to that name. They are not part of Jesus' word. And then God knew it. Then he said to Jesus, you're going to return back to take the nature of another spirit. To take the nature of another spirit that every other spirit now will submit to. And that is what is called the father of all spirits in Hebrews chapter 12:9. When you hear father of all spirits, he's talking about the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Ancient of Days, the God of gods, and the King of kings, That is the personality every spirit will submit to. And then that personality, like I said 2 Sundays ago, must get a name in a man. Somebody, did you hear that? Huh? Now, the Lion of Judah is coming as the father of all spirits. Now, when God wants to give you power, he thinks about what you know. Don't forget that light has particles of power. Can you look up? Let me give you a gift. Huh? Excuse me. Any object that helps you to see clearly has power. Any object that helps you. This light you see here that is making us to see is being empowered from somewhere. I said it's been, yeah, that's what it's called power. So, when God wants you to see something clearly, he gives you power. So, any power that makes you, any human being that makes you see anything clearly, is a powerful person. And that person have received power from a source. Let me say again. I said that person have already received power from a source to make you to see clearly. Now, God as Father of all spirits functions as also Father of light. Wait a minute. Do you know why some spirits couldn't follow Jesus? Those spirits couldn't follow Jesus because Jesus does not have enough light to lighten them. Because he is not the father of all spirits. So he is not also the father of light. So because he couldn't enlighten them, they refused to bow to him. Let me say again. I said because he couldn't lighten them. Hebrews chapter 12:9. I don't want to jump it. So God controls spirits from capital spirits. If you're looking at me, there is somewhere your life is tied. If in case you are doubting, immortality functions through its light. If you have the light of immortality, you can't die. Because the ability to live forever is given to brightness. Look at Hebrew 12.
Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
Now the Bible calls him Father of spirits. That means the one that have authority. That is the source of all spirits. The source of all spirits is an incarnate spirit. The Lion of Judah is the source of all spirit. So it makes him Father. Now in James 1 verse 17, the Bible calls him Father of light, because it is by light that Father of all spirits controls spirits. If you read that scripture, I'm going to tell you something.
Every good gift and every perfect gift is
every good gift and every perfect gift
and coming down from the Father of light.
Coming down from the Father of light,
with whom is no variableness,
yes,
neither shadow of turning.
Neither is there shadow. Now, can you look up? Some people, all they are trying to do in life is to look for money. They don't know that money answers to light. The light to build a city from the bottom of the sea to heaven, that is the tower. The brightness is with me. You cannot lack. Please listen. You cannot lack money. You have its light. Let me say again. I said you cannot lack money. You have its light. And if you collect money without the light of that money is not still your own. Now, as it is this afternoon, the light that can harvest the earth is not yet shining. And people are struggling. You don't get rich by struggling. Money is an attraction. It is not possible for me to finish saying what I am saying and still lack what I need. You see, because I am already giving expression. I am loosening spirits in bondage. When you want to loose spirits that are in bondage, you shine the light of their freedom. I say you. The Bible says those who are about to die, upon them light shine. In 42 of Isaiah, he said, those that were in prison, he shined light in prison. And then they came out. Whether it is a sick man, a poor woman, somebody who is in the grave, all these evil places are all protected by darkness. And darkness will make effort to stay. Darkness will always make effort to stay. And then because darkness knows that if it's not there, people will be free. So God cannot control other spirits, except he incarnates himself as Father of all spirits. Please, there is a parable why some spirits obey some people and they don't obey some people. Is because it is not shouting on spirits that made them obey. Spirits know those that should command them. They know those that should command them. The water woman in the lagoon knows those that should command them. And a lot of pastors are already sleeping at the sea there. They are sleeping there, under there. They are sleeping there from fornication. They are sleeping there from all of nonsense they are doing. And but some people can't sleep there. That parable says that everybody is saying, "Nafajofo, is a manofo, maronejia." A lot of people are saying that they have power, but power knows those that have it. Power is not a miracle. Power is not a healing. Power is a being. Now, why God incarnate men? Is a head. Listen, whether it is a realm of spirit or realm of man, man is not meant to submit to power, that is not bigger than the man. So you don't beg submission. You become worthy. Let me say again. I said you don't beg submission. You become worthy to be submitted to. So when God incarnated Moses from the spirit of the law, some people couldn't come to God. Some men, we Gentiles, we are not people of the law. So we didn't have God. And then God brought Jesus. And then he brought the ministry of power to the Gentiles, and he brought us when he became one with God. And then there are human beings, there are people that are still around now. There are people that are in Lagos. It doesn't matter whatever you do, they will never enter into church.